An action-packed week on and off the pitch this past weekend in the MLS made for some unbelievable storylines. So without further ado, let's get right to them with 90Min'S 90Second MLS report. We kicked this week off with a little revenge story down in Miami as Josef Martinez faced his former team Atlanta United for the first time since his move to Inter Miami this year. Well, Atlanta fans were all too familiar with what they were about to watch. After coming off the bench in the 57th minute, it took no more than 2 minutes for Martinez to have a major impact on the game, scoring the game's first goal from the penalty spot before adding another in the 75th minute that ended up being the game winner. The goals, his first 2 of the season, gave him 100 career goals in just 142 matches, surpassing Bradley Wright Phillips as the fastest to complete the feat in league history. You couldn't have scripted it any better, but let's be honest, did you expect any less from one of the greatest goal scorers in MLS history? From east to west, we now switch over to one of the more shocking results we've seen so far this year. LAFC hadn't lost an MLS match all season coming into this week. That's no longer the case, though. Christian Espinoza led the charge as the Earthquakes continued their impressive start to the season with a 2-1 win over the defending champs. Espinoza scored both goals in the win, giving him 7 in his last 6 games and making him the second player in club history to do so, along with San Jose legend Chris Wondolowski. San Jose now find themselves in 4th place in the table, a far cry from their last place finish in the West just last year. And finally, from shocking results on the field to shocking decisions off of it. Both Gerard Struber of the Red Bulls and Ezra Hendrickson of the Chicago Fire were relieved of their head coaching duties on Monday. The decisions came after the Red Bulls failed to win their 7th game in a row and fell to last in the East, and Chicago suffered a demoralizing 3-0 loss to Nashville after a string of bad results from poor play late in games. Both teams have named interim coaches through the end of the season. And there you have it. As always, make sure to leave your top storyline of the week in the comments below and check out our podcast, The Real Football Show, and all our social channels for more on the past week in the MLS.